everybody to First Fam Radio. I got a special guest artist tonight. He's not just an artist, he's a radio host as well. I want to introduce Mr. Terrell T-Rex Simon.
What up, my guy?
So, T-Rex, man, I know this is your first time on the show, man. What I like to do before, we get into our conversation, man, give a brief introduction of who you are and where you're from.
Okay, well, I'm from actually upstate New York. I'm from Troy, New York, which is Albany. I moved here after high school to get in the music business, and I started singing in the church, and I grew up and I just was like, this is what I want to do. I got to get to New York City. So I came to New York City and I just started singing around a bunch of open mics, you know what I'm saying? Ron Grant, big up to Ron Grant. They had the Underground and the Sugar Bar, and Maria Davis had Soul Cafe, and I would just run around until a connection led me to Life Jennings. And that's kind of like when my music career started. I started singing background with Life.
Okay.
And from there, it just, everything else started happening.
Also, noticed that you work with the R&B artists Neo and Mario. Was that during the same time that she was working with Life Jennings?
Yeah, it was actually during the same time. I have been working with Life. I've been touring with Life since he started a couple of years, and then from being in the business and just meeting different people, there's like, oh man, we got to get you to work with us. So Neo people end up calling me, and I did MTV, we did MTV Unplugged, and then I ran around did a few different shows with Neo, and that was amazing. Mario too, I did a couple TV shows with Mario, like Regis and Kelly, ran around with him for a little while. So man, God just blessed me to be able to sing background and tour with a lot of different artists out in business.
Definitely, man. I want to just for the listeners and the viewers that's watching this, the first time I heard of you, man, and I started reading up on you and everything, I noticed that you have a different style. You know what I mean? And one of the styles that you go under is R&G. Could you give us some information on it? How'd you come up with R&G, and what is R&G, and just give it to us straight.
Yeah.
How'd you come up?
R&G, for years and years and years, I have been singing background and managing, promoting, just doing a lot of background work in the business. And I knew sooner or later it was going to happen that I was going to start doing my own music. So 15 years later, growing up in the church and loving hip hop, I just, I wanted to do both. Combine the sounds, and nothing different, nothing like I don't think anybody was doing. Like Kirk Franklin been doing hip hop, but kind of was just my swag, my approach to it.
You just put your spin on it, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, we're gonna call it R&G, rhythm and gospel, and it's universal. It could be R&B, it could be gospel. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like not putting me in a box. And
definitely.
I do hip hop shows with a bunch of rappers. I've opened up for Faith Evans, I've Genuine, I open up for Life, I go out with those guys, and I also go to the church, and it's just a universal message. And I wanted the music not to be put in a box. I wanted guys that love hip hop, that necessarily wouldn't listen to gospel to listen to it. And we came up with rhythm and gospel.
Rhythm and gospel, man. I like that, man. I see you got some fresh wares on, man. What you rocking over there, brother?
You know what? When you become an artist, everything starts. When you're in the back, you really don't care. But when you become an artist, I was like, okay, Rex, you gotta lose weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rex, you gotta get this together. Gotta get your look together now. You can't be going out there trying to be an artist.
And I had to look together. You right.
You gotta have a look, man.
But you definitely got it, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell me about the project, man. You know what I mean? The song is called The Storm, man.
Yes. So the storm came from I do plays.
Okay.
And this lady wrote a book called The Storm is a Ministry. And in the play, you know, I was one of the main character. Well, I was a character in the play. And that was the theme song for the play. I ended up recording the song for the play.
Yeah.
Storm is a Ministry. And now that the play is over, and we're working on a new album, I was like, you know what? Since they're not gonna do nothing with the song, the play's done. I'm gonna release this song, you know, as the first record, and then, you know, while we're working on the record, you know, the EP, you know, this will give people a taste of kind of like what's going on.
What's going on?
So Storm is the first single off the EP. The EP is called The Package. And the reason why it's called The Package is because, like, I'm known for doing mostly hip hop gospel. And this album, you get the hip hop gospel, but as you can see, The Storm, you get the real gospel, you get the traditional, you get the urban, and it's the package. It's all together. So The Storm is the first record. It comes out next Friday, the 22nd. It is talking about the storm is a ministry. You know, God takes us through things necessarily not to break us down and tear us down, but our trials and tribulations come to make us stronger. He's coming to, you know, they come to make you a better you. You know what I'm saying? That's just what the storm is about. And especially now, you know, with COVID and everything going on, I just want to be able to give people music that can touch them and heal them and make them feel great. So The Package, and The Storm is the first record off it, written and produced by my boy Bernie Stevenson. I had my little pinches in there, but Bernie also did the record in his image. You know, we got a music choices playing that, Let It Rain, and yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Man, now, since we brought up COVID, man, how have you and your family been holding up? And, you know, people that you you know, in your circle, man, how are you guys coping with COVID, man, and this new election, man, this whole thing with the transition of power?
Well, man, personally, like as far as people, somebody close to me, so I've had some friends that have caught it, but none personally that have actually died from it. Most of my friends are wearing masks and they're social distancing, you know what I'm saying? But this summer, you know, I was out, man. I wore my mask. I just said a prayer. I was out we couldn't go inside, so I brought the band out in the streets. We were doing shows. I was, you know, outside. I was still traveling around a little bit, not really getting on planes, but, you know, the DC area, upstate New York, Jersey, I was traveling around doing shows. So I see a lot of it and I hear a lot of it, but like personally in my like immediate family and friends, nobody has gotten sick or died yet.
God bless, man. What's your thoughts on the transition of power, man? You know,
man, Trump crazy.
Yeah,
and I'm glad he's gone.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But it always gets worse before it gets better. So we know better is on the way.
Yeah, definitely. Another thing, man, you mentioned Harlem World, man. You know what I mean? I know you've been out there for a minute and everything. What's some of the people that you work with in the New York City area as far as like production? What's some of the studios that you consider your home spots? You know what I mean? Like, if you're able to speak on that, you know what I mean? Most people.
You know what? It's weird because times have changed so much, man. When I first started, we had Sony Studios, we had the Hit Factory, and I would go with Life. We would just be hanging in the studios for days and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And while you was in the studio, you know, you would just see everybody, Beyonce, Justin Timberlake. They had these headquarters, you know. But then as time started going on, and the industry started going on, they shut down the Hit Factory. They shut down Sony because everybody started saving money and recording in the house. You know what I'm saying? So the studio life here in New York City ain't, you know, you got Quad, but most of the time people are working in their home studios. So I don't really go out to a lot of studios like that.
Social distance, man.
Yeah, and this was before social distance, you know, before
Oh, you was
COVID.
like that before that, so
Yeah.
this ain't nothing new to you then.
This was way, you know, because we were used to the Sony studios and the Hit Factory. You know, that's what everybody was. That's where everybody recorded. And once they shunned that, it's just like people just really just finding spots.
Yeah, to go.
Record, and then everybody went to Atlanta. So now all the you know, the real big studios where people hang out is in the ATL.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really, you know, studios here in New York like it used to be. So I said my studio's in Jersey. Chanel Red, I don't know if you heard of her. Big Draws, JJ, she did records with Beyonce, just a whole bunch of different people. I work out there with JJ.
All right, now, did you take Big Draws before that, man? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just, you said Big Draws? I didn't know if you said that.
It's a company name. I think that's a name. I can't remember. I don't know if that's it.
No, I'm just, you know, it just messed me up, man.
She was a part of a writing company called that. But big up to Chanel, because Chanel, when I decided that I was going to be an artist, I called her and I said, Chanel, can you work with me? Like, I'm ready to be an artist now. You know, for years and years, people be like, Rex, when you going to do your own music? But I was so busy. I also managed the artist and co-road managed the artist named Shalik. I had that was a big R&B artist. I worked with behind the scenes with like groups like Day 26. So I was doing, and people was like, Rex, when you gonna do your own? So I called Chanel, and she said, I need to link you with JJ, who's a guy that she works closely with, and I've been going out to Jersey recording just with them ever since.
So in a way, because I feel like a lot of New York artists, they come to the North Jersey area like to record, like, you know, it's like it's almost like another whole world, man. You know.
But Jersey is New York. When you say Jersey, it's New York to me. It's the same people running back and forth. Everybody that lives in Jersey is from over here. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for clarifying that, man, because everybody, you know, they don't know how close like the cities are, you know, up here, you know, especially Southern people. If you're from Jersey and you go down to Atlanta, they say you're from New York. And then when you're from New York, they be like, oh, you from the real New York. You know what I mean? So it's
Jersey, New York, that's the same thing. That's the same thing to me, you know?
Yeah.
So, same people.
Yeah, for real. So collectively, man, you know what I mean, with everyone that you work with, what's some of the things you want to do, like, you know, going further? You know what I mean? I noticed that it said that you're a radio host. Could we?
Yeah, I mean, you know, in this business, man, you can't just do one thing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I would love to manage more artists. I would love to, you know, I'm still going to promote shows. I promote artists. I'm doing the first Indie Award show in New York City this year that I'm working on. Just making more great music, more acting. You know, I started doing plays, so I definitely want to get more into like the theater and stuff like that. And that's really it, man. You know, just taking it day by day and just letting God lead me as time goes on.
Yeah, definitely, man. And now the package.
Yes.
What's going to go on, like, far as, you know, the music videos? You know, how can we, you know, check out some of the videos, some of the things you are up to with that? I don't know if it's any videos.
I have a record out called Shine, and I did the video in Times Square. It's crazy. It's a upbeat, make you feel good record. That song is out right now on iTunes, and the video is on YouTube. Shine. If you come to my Instagram, Rexington 40 NYC, REXINGTON 40 NYC.
Gotcha.
You can get it from there. You know what I'm saying? Or if you go to YouTube, just Terrell T. Rex Simon, and all the music come up. I have my own Pandora station if you want Pandora. Terrell T-Rex Simon. And that's how you could.
And now I'm gonna I gotta go here with it, man, because it says that your name is T-Rex.
Yes.
Now that originally wasn't your name. I want you to tell us how the name T-Rex became to fruition. How did it become you today? Tell us the story.
when I met Life, I had met him. I was just Terrell at the time, and we started going on tour. And everybody on tour had a nickname, except me. You know what I mean? I'm the young guy. I'm the the nerdy, weirdy kind of one. And they're like, bro, you need a nick. He's like, you need a nickname. And I was like, what you? Okay. He's like, we're gonna call you T-Rex. So Life gave me that name, and I was just like, T-Rex. So my name is Terrell. Starts with a T. And back then, if you was good, they would say, you a beast. And Life used to like, man, your vocals is you a beast, bro. You a beast. So the dinosaur, Terrell, it took the T and made T-Rex. And that's how I became T-Rex. And he just started telling people, yo, that's T-Rex. And it just, I would have never called myself.
You said but that's real, man. I like the story behind it, man. You know what I mean?
Because so Life gave me that name. And then when it came time for me to be an artist, they like, you can't drop T-Rex because that's how everybody knows you. Yeah. So that's 3 names. I said, you know what? Well, I'm gonna have 3 names: Terrell, T-Rex, Simon. So people call me Terrell, T-Rex. I got a bunch of different names.
Word up. I think in the future, man, if you get a chance, man, you can come out with, you know what I mean, Relly Rel, the album, you know what I mean? Like a mixtape or something, you know what I mean?
My cousins call me Relly Rel, from a kid, they was calling me Relly Rel.
You know what I mean?
Relly Rel, T, Relly, Rex. I got like a million names.
You know what I mean? And then like you got the aura on, you know what I mean, on the flag, right? You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
I didn't notice that.
Hey, but I'm just saying, man, that's some marketing going on right there, brother. But again, you got the package dropping, man. It's January 22nd. I don't know if you put your social media out there just in case I might have missed over that. Could you put your social media out there? So some of our fans.
My social media. Now I got another name. They call me Rexington.
Rexington. I like that name. That's a
Yo, I promise you I got like 12 names. So my Instagram is Rexington40 NYC. And I just turned 40 years old, so that's where the 40 come from.
Oh, definitely, man. You know what I mean? Salute, man. I'm in that same.
Well, I'm 41. I'm 41 now, but when I started doing that, it was 40. I was 40. So. Rexington 40 NYC and just Terrell T-Rex Simon everywhere.
Definitely. All right. That's easy for y'all to remember right there, man. You know what I mean? What's some of the artists you want to work with going forward, man? You know what I mean? For gospel wise.
Well, I'm a big fan, and I have to say this, of Dave Hollister.
Oh,
and that's like my idol. And I actually got a chance to sing background and go on tour with him as a background singer, but I would love to do a song with Dave.
Yeah, shout out to Dave Hollister, man. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's Chicago 85. What you know about?
Yo, that's my album, man. Let me tell you something though, right? He got me through a lot of breakups with some of these chicks, man. You know what I mean? Like I had the favorite girl. That record was bopping. You know what I mean? Liar. Which one of them?
Seeing you reminds me of.
Oh, that's nice. Come on, man. Yeah. That's my boy. Salute to Dave, though, man.
Dave.
I'm gonna let you continue, man, because I ain't mean to break you up, but Dave needed that.
Yeah. So Dave, I would love to do something with Life. I sing a lot on Life's records, and I just learned a lot from him, man. Like, just a lot. Just the radio, just the game, just the music game, and just everything. I learned so much from him. So Life, Mary J. Blige, And I mean, I don't. That's pretty much it, you know.
Now when you
I've been
say
doing, I've been doing a lot of rap collaborations. I would love to do some hip hop
okay,
collaborations.
let's talk hip hop.
Yeah,
What's the artist name? Name him, man.
all of them, all of them.
You
Yeah,
gotta
Drake,
say names, man. You gotta like, come
Drake,
on.
50, Davies. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Jay-Z. Like I would just love to do
Anybody really.
Yeah, long as the song ain't talking crazy, you know, long as it's just a,
but you mentioned Dave East, so like that's like one of the top guys right now.
Yeah, Dave is in Harlem. He's right here in Harlem.
Word.
So yeah, Dave East.
So can we expect a feature with T-Rex and Dave East? I mean, because it seems like Dave East got a lot of records with a lot of New York and a lot of different.
Yeah, you know, I recorded some hooks for him. You know, we'll see what happens.
Word. You know what I mean? And then you mentioned Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Now I could be wrong, but a lot of people speculating that Jay old now and he don't got it. Like that's what the youngins said. You know what I mean? I'm in the 41 club too. But that's the word. That's the word that you little young boys be saying to me. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but you know he's a legend. So you know what I'm saying? It don't get no more legendary than that. You know, so
I'm with that too, man. I salute to the big homie, man. You know what I mean? Like, but I had to say that because
if Biggie was alive, you know, I would want Biggie too. You know, I'm a '90s. I'm from the '90s. You know what I'm saying?
Well, me too, man. I'm with that. Pac would have been a dope collabo. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I would have threw that out there. You know what I'm saying? But I like your picks, man. I'm not against them. I'm not biased to them.
Yeah.
You spoke on acting, man, and I know you've been in the play. Now you mentioned theater.
Yeah.
Now, when you say theater, are you mentioning you want to go to the big screen? Or are you saying like you still want to do like, you know, plays?
I'm starting in theater because you know it's just building my resume. You know, but you know like those plays, Tyler Perry plays. I've been doing plays something like that.
Okay.
You know, in theaters, you know, in different spots.
Okay.
You know, I just did one called Deep Cover. Big up to Akiva McClam. And these plays are in the DMV area. So we go from, you know, it's in the DC, Baltimore, VA area. Yeah, so I really just wanted to build my resume.
Yeah, you build your resume portfolio. You know, I'm resume builder.
Getting that practicing, you know, theater is totally different. Even singing is totally different than running around, you know, singing in concert.
Yeah.
You know, theater is a whole nother level. And for the last 2-3 years now, I've been running around doing a lot of that. So then COVID,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
COVID came out of nowhere, man. And I wasn't even ready for this, man. Like, I'm still not like totally, you know what I mean? But I appreciate them giving us more time to do stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is always 100, man. And I want to let you know that anytime that you want to come back on First Fan Radio, man, anytime you want to, you know, drop us with a new single, even collabos, man, because we actually putting together these compilation albums, man. We would like to collaborate on different genres of music with indie artists and release it to like Spotify and you know, different places like that.
And call me if you meet an artist or something that wanna that wanna, you know, you hit me up too. Definitely. I just did a record with this rapper named T Sadir.
Yeah. Shouts out too, because we plugging everybody.
Freedom. The song is called Freedom, and it's just about the Black Lives Matter movement and everything that was happening going on this year. And we did a video, and it's crazy, man. The lyrics, the song, I gotta have Cole send it to you so you can hear it. But
I'm glad you told me that because I actually had 2 projects in reference to what you just spoke on in regards to the Black Lives Matter movement. One of the records, one of the albums that we're putting together, compilation album, is called Black History. And I'm gonna send the cover and everything to you. It's crazy. We looking for artists, you know what I mean, of the conscious sense. You know what I mean? People speaking. We need music that got a message in it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
right now we do, bro. You know,
what I mean?
we need something that's because this and you know they're saying it's gonna get worse. You know.
Yeah, definitely, man. And yeah, like with that, man. You know, we just want to promote that campaign, man. We doing fundraisers for it right now. We trying to get a lot of people behind it, man, because like. You know, we have the industry, and you've been in the industry. You being the artist that's been in the industry for a long time, I haven't seen nobody really come together right now, totally, and like just start putting compilation projects together like that to, you know, change the spectrum what's expected in the music industry. That's just my personal opinion about it. You know what I mean? And my plan is to get that project together and out, man. And you know, I'm greatly appreciative. You offered and extended your hand, man. But I will be in contact.
Yeah, and we friends now. You know what I'm saying? We friends.
And likewise, anything.
I was just out there with Life. Life was just in Jersey about right before COVID. Before COVID, we were out there. We were out there in Jersey in concert with He was out there in concert with Marsha Ambrosius and some other people. Every now and then we do concerts. We do shows out there too.
That's what's up. Hey, look, man, anytime, man, like I said, anything you need on our end on radio, man, like also we got the record, so we'll be spinning it, man, you know what I mean? They can come request it on firstfanradio.com. I'm going to put all that info up.
Soon as you finish this and you post it, I'm going to post it to all my 153,000 followers.
Hey, man, that's love, man. I appreciate that, man. Like, we friends now, man. Anything you need, man. We here, man, like for real. Again, man, I want to thank you for coming on the show again, T-Rex, man. I need everybody to give him a big round of applause, man. You know what I mean? Stand up. You know what I mean? From New York City. You know what I mean? Jersey, the tri-state area, man. This is what we talking about, man. Love. You know what I mean? Appreciate having you, brother. Again, thank you.